Hi, West Texas, and happy Friday. Burt, Sempier here, and this is episode 39 of our VCast series, Chat with the Chief, featuring San Angelo Police Chief Travis Griffith. Chief, it's been a few weeks since we saw you, but you have been very busy. More on that in a moment. Thank you so much for coming in and making the time as always.
Yeah, man, it's my pleasure being here. It's always a blessing. It's fun, and anytime to interact with you, right? It's a good time.
Absolutely. It is always great chatting with you, and I always apologize when I go to the notes, but we just had a big news event, a big law enforcement event here in San Angelo, so I just want to make sure I have the facts right.
Sure.
So yesterday you took part in a press conference highlighting the successes of Operation Concho Valley Shakedown. 48 people were arrested for their alleged roles in drug distribution and drug use across the Concho Valley. And last week, SAPD, the Sheriff's Office, DEA, among other agencies, executed an early morning raid, taking down these people for their alleged roles in this distribution ring. You released footage as well showing the different agencies, different officers going to go and arrest these people. How much planning went into this? Because from the looks of the video, you guys were a well-oiled machine last Thursday morning.
Yes, I mean, there's an immense amount of planning. When you're talking about trying to get that level of individuals into custody safely, using, many of those required tactical teams, that way that it doesn't escalate and you not be ready for that, right? So people say, well, is it really necessary? Well, I mean, obviously, if we didn't have those things and something happened, then we would be liable and people would be asking, why didn't you have those things? So, I mean, we always err on the side of caution and provide it based off of what we call threat assessments. So we look at what we know based off of intelligence, and then we would allocate those resources as necessary. And that was done so at very high levels with great, I think, execution. And so we believe that it went off better than we could even really imagine in that regard. So like everybody was safe, and that's when I just go to the Lord that our people were all safe, the suspects were safe, everything went like you said, very well-oiled machine, and that's what you want out of your planning for whenever it actually comes to game day, so to speak, that we have it work exactly as planned.
The fact that no one was hurt, officer or suspect, and 48 people, from the outside looking in, you would assume at least one person would fight back. They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to go to prison. The fact that no one was hurt, what do you think that says about your officers and the professionalism of the law enforcement officers involved in this?
Yeah, for sure. I think that 100% highlights the professionalism and the training capacity, right? So when you bring in the right folks that execute that, both at state, federal, the county, and the police department, when they function at higher levels tactically, that you surprise and just the overwhelming of suspects prevents that from being something that turns into something giant. And you can always have one-offs and things happen. It's imperfect people in an imperfect world dealing with suspects that get to dictate some of those things. So the planning phase is huge. And so when we saw that play out appropriately, we were really pleased with that.
Well, hey, the planning and certainly all the training that the men and women do as well, that certainly paid off as well. So among the people that were in San Angelo on Thursday, Ryan Raybould, the U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Texas, and he had said that historically his office really hasn't had a big presence in the Concho Valley, but he said, quote, "This is just the start of a long-standing working relationship that will help make our community safer. Under my watch, we will have a large federal presence in the San Angelo division." The fact that his office is going to be down here helping with law enforcement operations to a certain degree. Certainly we know SAPD needs more officers, so I would imagine you welcome this help from Ryan Raybould's office.
Yeah. So it is always a force multiplier, especially whenever you coordinate together. And I think that's the key thing that I'm seeing from his office or across the state of Texas is that they are intentionally going after those that are involved in criminal activity, right? I mean, so anytime you can have that be a force multiplier in your community and see justice play out, whether that be in Lubbock or in Arlington or right here in San Angelo, that this level, that's the thing I think people kind of maybe take for granted is they think that, okay, this is just 48 people, right? You probably arrest 48 people in your weekend. This is the quantity of 35,000 grams. A lot of the arrests that you see in Tom Green County are 1 to 4 grams or less than 1 gram of methamphetamine that you see kind of on the regular. You're talking about 35,000 grams, right? We're talking about a level of impact that is taking out. If you're taking about this in a normal comparison to like a business, like if you had a Walmart Supercenter or a Target or some large box store somewhere, right? And then you just went in and closed it down. You can't go there and you have to go somewhere else. Well, when you do that also helps. It disrupts the flow of narcotics. It disrupts the cost, and it also helps put us more on an offensive footing to be able to know that, hey, now the different places that are selling narcotics got smaller, and so we can put more resources to those areas. And I think mainly to know that we've been doing this since day one. Since taking office, I saw the priority of work being that we have to put more towards narcotics, and that's why I think we're better together with the partnership with us and the Sheriff's Department. Sheriff Hanna can't speak enough of how much it means to be able to partner with them and have a Concho Valley Drug Task Force that has been working through this. And I think the future aspect of this is going to be really seen more and more, I think, that we keep pushing on crime locally.
You mentioned the 35,000 grams of methamphetamine.
Yeah.
Also, during the operation, officers were able to confiscate just over 300 grams of cocaine.
Yeah.
Also, 10 firearms. I'm a little surprised it wasn't more than 10 firearms, right, but that's what it is. That's a lot of drugs, and not just San Angelo, not just the Concho Valley. We know that drug use is a very big problem across this country. When you look at San Angelo, how much is drug distribution and drug use fueling the crimes that you and your officers are seeing, I guess, really on a daily basis?
Yeah, roughly statistically, you'll find that about 2/3 of all crime has a nexus, a connection to narcotics. I think when you get past the facade or the first layer, you'll find that even more of that has a connection. The sheriff mentioned mental health, that mental health aspect of drug utilization is either doing it as treatment on their own, or that drug abuse will lead to mental health issues, right? Both those things can be true. We're dealing with a higher volume of individuals that are struggling with addiction. We have ADAC that is doing a great job with that. But I mean, this is where the enforcement side comes in, is that we need to be able to push back and make it more difficult, because people die from this. We see robberies occur from this. We see people that are property crimes that are being fueled by this. So at the end of the day, this is going to have a long-lasting impact to our community to not have that level of availability and connectivity to people that are struggling with addiction. And it's not just hitting those that are buying. We're taking out the distributors, right?
I believe it was the sheriff yesterday who had said, because of this operation and the work that was done, communities have been changed for the better. And he had also mentioned that a lot of the residents that lived near where some of the arrests went down had been thankful to the law enforcement officers that were out there. When you take a step back and look at everything that happened leading up to last Thursday morning's arrests, what do you kind of look at? What do you kind of review? How do you feel about everything that went down?
Oh, I couldn't have been happier with the outcome of this case and the many other cases that we're currently working. At the end of the day, we see that law enforcement is working in our community. We have been since day one on this, and so a lot of times people have asked me, how is that narcotics task force you said you were going to make, and how's that going? And I would just have to kind of, it's working. That's about all I could really say. And so to be able to see this come to fruition and be able to highlight the work of the men and women that are working inside the narcotics division and that are supporting that. A lot of support work goes into it from our special operations groups, our narcotics, our SWAT teams, and all these other things that occur. It's not just the task force, it's all the supporting aspects to it. And to be able to see the outcome and the impact that's going to be years to come. I've never seen this level of number one, cooperation from different levels of federal and state and local, meaning the Sheriff's Department, the Police Department, DPS, the DEA, the FBI, and and the Homeland Security and all these people that were involved in this, providing resources from day one is huge, right? And I think the more that we do that, I think it highlights what we should see across the board in the United States, right? We want to model that to say, hey, regardless of who you are, where you're from, we're going to unite under the banner of making an impact in the community that is going to be felt far above and beyond just street level, but all the way through the distribution. And so, man, I was super pleased, and I think there's more to come.
When you look back at yesterday's press conference, it didn't look like anyone had any egos. Well, my department did this part of the investigation. My team was involved in this, and my team tracked this person down. The fact that these different agencies can work together in what seems like such a cohesive way, what do you think that says about everyone involved in this operation and moving forward?
Yeah, I think that people have realized that the outcomes matter, right? Meaning that we're going to focus on what can we do to make lasting impacts, and how do we accomplish that mission? Well, it means that we're going to not silo our work. We're not going to do a little bit of work here and a little bit of work here and a little bit of work there as individual organizations, that we're all going to be on the same sheet of music, and we're going to really push strong and steady against individuals that are actively involved in crime. And that's what I think the message is. And to see the United States Attorney want to make this level of impact is going to be, I think, huge. If you're actively involved in crime, right, you should really start reconsidering your life choices, because it has very real consequences. And the more that we're on the same page, the more that impact's going to be felt very, very real.
What is your message to the residents of San Angelo after this operation, and as you obviously continue to work on investigations that we'll learn about more in the future?
Sure. I would say that just know that we have never stopped. We're not going to stop. It's not about the San Angelo Police Department. It's about the impact that we can make as a region and as a community. And the more and more that we partner with the Sheriff's Department and DPS, their level of commitment, I can't say enough about District Chief Sanchez and his commitment to this region. This portion of his district is huge, and that collaboration of those organizations while working in partnership with the DEA and working in partnership with the FBI, that we're going to make San Angelo safer. This impact is going to be felt for years to come. And the more that we take out organizations like this, the more and more that we as a community will have a better, brighter future.
Before we move on to a couple of other topics, any final thoughts on Operation Concho Valley Shakedown that you wanted to get across, or that you think we should know, or I didn't ask you?
No, I think that at the end of the day, a big shout out goes out to the DEA and the FBI and the Tom Green County Sheriff's Department. I've already mentioned DPS. Ryan Raybould and his crew have been nothing but amazing, and to see what he's been doing inside of his 100-county area in Texas has been amazing. I think just kind of keep your eye on him, because he's going to keep on pushing and fighting against the multi-layers of crime that we see in our state, and I'm glad that we could be able to see this level of impact here.
All right, switching gears now. Yeah. Late last month, you unfortunately had to say goodbye to Sergeant Timothy Kaufman. Yeah. He's entered retirement after just over 31 years of service to SAPD and the people of San Angelo. But also on that same day, Jason Chegwidden was promoted to the rank of sergeant. What do and did these two men mean to SAPD and the residents of the city? Yeah,
so, I mean, Tim Kaufman has been with our department for a long time. His level of just constantly showing up and doing the level of work that he did has value, right? And we're really glad to see that he's made it, right? He's on to what we would call greener pastures for sure, because now he can take a breath. That's a lot of commitment. That's a lot of service to the community. So we're really happy for him. And for Jason Chegwidden, man, that he's always got this smile on his face, right? And so we're excited to see, as he steps into his new role, the level of impact he will have. And I think he's committed to the department, to his community, and he's going to serve well. And he brings a lot of knowledge from working as a detective. that he'll be able to impart to the officers that he's working around and help develop them and give that knowledge on the street that it makes people more well-rounded.
Well, hey, congratulations to those two men. One, retirement, that's an exciting point, and two, who doesn't like a promotion? That's always a good thing. And then last one here for you, Chief, and we speak about it a lot, and it's recruitment and growing the ranks of SAPD. And recently, SAPD, you were accepting applications for the next police academy. The application window closed on June 1st. Just wondering how it went with getting applications. Did you get enough? And when can we maybe expect these people to enter the academy?
Yeah, so we're really excited about the future, and we haven't announced it yet. So you'll kind of get some breaking news. So we just gave conditional job offers to 3 lateral police officers. So we're excited to see that we'll be able to get them. They're in the process now, so they've been offered, and we hope that all that process works out. They go through some more steps, but that's big. And when it comes to the finishing up on the accepting applications, we saw a decent number, and so that's always got to get vetted down. So we don't know. We look at the quality, not the quantity, and so we're hoping and praying that we're going to find some individuals that are solid. We do have 5. We have 5 cadets already selected and hired for that academy, and so we're trying to add to those. And we're thinking end of August is where we're going to see that academy start, and hopefully have them out on the streets by the first of the year. First few weeks of February probably is where it's going to end up lying. But we're really hoping that that's going to work out in a way that's going to impact San Angelo.
Hey, big things are happening at the San Angelo Police Department. Chief, before we wrap, any final thoughts that you would like to share?
Yeah, so I mean, it's been on my mind lately with like just the different level of division. Right? There seems like there's division, or everybody's always upset about everything. And San Angelo has always been a place that highlighted what it means to be Texan. Right? To stand on your own 2 feet, make your own statements, and have your own feelings. But that we do so in a way that is responsible, that is caring, that is Texas, right? And so I would say that we focus on how we can work in different ideas and thoughts, but have the unity that is Texas, and meaning we don't always have to agree, and we might not always be on the same sheet of music, but know that at the end of the day, we all stand as Texans and as Americans, and that's the united aspect that I think we need to focus on more and more these days. United together, but not united in thought. We can still have different ideas and different thoughts and beliefs, but still be together as a country and as a state, and as a community.
Absolutely. All right. As always, well said. San Angelo Police Chief Travis Griffith. Chief, thanks for sitting down with us again.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
All right. That'll do it for us here on episode 39 of our VCAS series, Chat with the Chief. I'm Burt Sempier. We'll see you back here next time.